Hey Singapore, you may be earning well, saving a bit, investing here and there. But what if I told you most of us are heading straight into retirement blur like Sotong? According to OCBC's latest Financial Wellness Index 2024, we're doing okay with budgeting and savings, so give yourself a little clap first. But when it comes to retirement planning, only 4 in 10 Singaporeans are actually on track. And get this, many in their 60s underestimate how much they actually need by 22%. Wow, imagine walking into a hawker center with enough money for chai fun, but expecting to eat Wagyu steak. This is not gonna end well. So, if you want to avoid regret and retire with confidence, stick around till the end of this video. I'm going to share what this survey really tells us about our retirement gaps, how CPF Life, Special Account, and MediSave all work together to save you, and the 5 biggest risks to your retirement, and how to bao kaliao, protecting yourself. And before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Wealth for You, and smash the bell so the algorithm knows you want more smart, simple Singapore money content like this. Let's go! Part 1. What can we learn from the survey? Let me tell you a story about Singapore today. On the surface, it looks like we're doing fine. The OCBC survey shows most of us are saving regularly, cutting down debt, and even got emergency funds parked nicely somewhere earning 2.5% or more. Not bad, but dig deeper, and the cracks start to show. Young Singaporeans? Yes, they save. But ask them about investing, and you'll hear, later market very scary now. So their money just sits there like a sleepy uncle at a kopitiam, doing nothing. Then got the dinks, dual income, no kids. These couples have more cash flow and better savings habits than their parents. Power, right? But they also tend to forget one very important thing: planning for retirement. No kids doesn't mean no responsibilities. You still need to make sure your partner, and maybe even your parents, are covered if anything happens. And here's the biggest trap: procrastination. So many people think retirement's still far away. I save later can already. But you know what happens? Later becomes never. And never becomes full-blown panic when you hit 60 and realize you've got champagne taste but copio budget. Don't wait till it's too late. Retirement isn't a future problem, it's a today decision. Part 2. What does retirement planning involve? Okay, so we all know retirement is important, but when you actually sit down and ask, how to plan, the brain suddenly freezes like your fridge door left open. Don't worry, let's break it down into something familiar, like bite-sized nasi lemak packets. Small, satisfying, and power-packed. First up, emergency fund. Before you even talk about investing or CPF top-ups, you need your rainy day money. Life is full of curveballs, retrenchment, medical bills, sudden expenses. Having at least 6 months' worth of expenses saved up can be the difference between cool calmness and full-blown panic. And don't just dump it in a savings account earning copy money. Park it somewhere safe, but with at least 2.5% interest or more. High-interest savings accounts or short-term T-bills can do the trick. Next, CPF Special Account or SA. Ah yes, the golden goose of Singaporean retirement. It gives you a guaranteed 4% per annum. That's better than most fixed deposits, and it's risk-free. The earlier you start topping up, the more magic compounding can do for you. It's like giving your future self ang bao every year without fail. Then at 55, your retirement account, RA, is born. Your SA and some of your OA get transferred here. This RA becomes the foundation of your monthly payout when you retire. Think of it as your salary replacement engine. The more you top up now, the more dependable your retirement income will be later. And finally, the real MVP, CPF Life. This annuity plan is what takes care of you for life. From age 65 onwards, you'll start getting monthly payouts. And here's the best part. You can never outlive it. You don't need to worry. What if I live till 95? Will my money run out? CPF Life is like your Kopi Kakis at the Hawker Center, always there for you, rain or shine. Whether you choose the standard, basic, or escalating plan, that's another story. But the point is, this is one of the most reliable ways to guarantee retirement income in Singapore. So remember, don't just chase returns. Build your foundation first. Just like nasi lemak, the rice must be solid before you add chicken wing, ikan bilis, or extra sambal. Part 3. Choosing CPF Life Plans. Easy peasy. Alright, so once your CPF retirement account is set up and you hit age 65, the monthly payouts begin, thanks to CPF Life. But before that happens, you need to make one important decision. Which CPF Life plan should I choose? Don't worry, it's not rocket science. There are 3 options, and I'll explain them like you're ordering kopi at the hawker. Standard plan. Think of this as your kopi gao. Strong and immediate. It gives you the highest payout right from the start. If you want more money earlier to enjoy your retirement, travel, making good food, or treat your grandkids, this plan gives you the most upfront. But because the payouts are higher, the leftover money, aka bequest, for your family when you pass on may be smaller. Escalating plan. This one is more like kopi, with a little sugar that slowly gets sweeter. It starts with a lower payout, but every year it increases by 2%. Great for fighting inflation. So 10, 15, 20 years later, you're still keeping up with rising prices. It's good if you're planning for a long life and expect to spend more as you age. Basic plan. This is for the super conservative ones. You get the lowest payout, but the trade-off is, if you pass on early, your family gets a higher bequest. It's suitable for those who feel they won't live very long or want to leave behind more for loved ones. So, which plan is best? It really depends on your priorities. But if you're like most Singaporeans, not sure how long you'll live, but want enough to live comfortably, the standard plan is a solid, fuss-free choice. You get more money from day one, and peace of mind knowing your income keeps flowing no matter how long you live. And in retirement, peace of mind is really what we all want, right? Part 4. The 5 retirement risks and how to outsmart them. Now let's be real. Retirement planning isn't just about stacking cash and hoping for the best. If only it were that easy. Truth is, even with a fat bank account, there are still 5 major risks that can mess up your golden years if you don't prepare properly. Let's walk through them, and more importantly, how to overcome them like a pro. Risk number 1. Inflation. We all know this pain. Last time, kopi was 80 cents, now $1.80. Chicken rice also keep going up. Prices go up every year, but if your retirement income stays the same, you'll slowly feel the pinch. That's called inflation risk. How to outsmart it. Go for the CPF Life escalating plan. It starts lower, yes, but it increases by 2% every year, helping you keep up with rising costs. Another strategy? Invest in broad-based index funds like the S&P 500. They have historically outpaced inflation over the long run. Risk number 2. Longevity. Singaporeans are living longer. Great news, right? Yes, but it also means you need to make your money last longer. Living till 90 or 100 sounds shiok, until you realize your money runs out at 80. How to outsmart it? This is where CPF Life shines. It gives you monthly payouts for life, no matter how long you live, even if you outlast your kakis at the kopitiam. But if you want extra peace of mind, consider supplementing with safe income sources like Singapore savings bonds, SSBs, or T-bills. These give you steady returns with low risk and can help you bridge any income gap without relying on volatile markets. Risk number 3. Investment volatility. Imagine retiring in 2025 and boom, market crashes 20%. Your investments shrink overnight, and you're depending on them to pay bills. Scary, right? How to outsmart it? Use the Lapis strategy. Layer your investments. 1. Base layer, CPF special account. Stable, 4% returns. 2. Next layer, broad market index funds like S&P 500. 3. Top layer, higher risk investments only if you can stomach the ups and downs. This way, if markets go up, great. If they crash, your base layer keeps you steady. Risk number 4. Healthcare costs. How to stay protected without breaking the bank. Let's face it, nobody plans to fall sick. But as we get older, doctor visits become more common, hospital stays get longer, and those medical bills? They stack up faster than your Grab food orders during a sale. And here's something sobering. 1 in 2 Singaporeans aged 65 will need long-term care, whether it's for dementia, stroke recovery, or just needing help with daily activities. It's more common than we think. Now, CareShield Life, the national scheme, provides some coverage. As of this year, it pays around $662 a month if you can't perform at least 3 daily activities. Helpful, yes. But the actual cost of long-term care? Closer to $3,000 a month. That's a huge gap. How to outsmart it? First, make sure you've got a solid integrated shield plan for hospitalization. This covers the big-ticket bills for surgeries and hospital stays. Then, don't ignore CareShield Life. It's mandatory, yes, but you can boost it. By topping up with a CareShield supplement, you can raise your monthly payout to match the real cost of care. And here's the best part. You can use up to $600 a year from your MediSave to pay the premiums. No need to fork out cash. It's a small price to pay for a much bigger safety net. One that could mean the difference between dignity and distress in your later years. So while you're planning your beach holidays and Kopi budget for retirement, don't forget to plan for your health. Because once that goes, everything else becomes a lot harder and a lot more expensive. Risk number 5. Overspending. First year of retirement. Europe tour. Business class flight. New golf set. Next year? Eat Maggie Mee at home every day. Because you overspent early and didn't plan your cash flow. How to outsmart it? Set a realistic retirement budget and pace yourself. Retirement is not a shopping spree. It's a long journey, maybe 20, 30, even 40 years. So spend like it's a marathon, not like it's the last day of a warehouse sale. When you address these 5 risks properly, you don't just retire. You retire well. With confidence, with dignity, and most importantly, with peace of mind. Final thoughts. Start early, live steady. If you're in your 20s or 30s, trust me, this is the best time to start. Why? Because of the magic of compounding. Let your money grow while you make on, sleep, and scroll TikTok. Even just $8,000 a year can go a long way if you plan it smart. Spread it across CPF top-ups, T-bills, SSBs, and solid long-term investments. It's all about balance, not gambling. So don't just YOLO your youth and leave your future self to Kenna stress. Start your retirement planning now, and one day you'll look back and say, "Thank you, you really steady Sia." Got questions or need help planning? Drop them in the comments below. Like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to Wealth for You for more simple, steady, Singapore-style money tips. Until next time, stay wise, stay well, and don't sabo your future self.